Hey guys, Ask a Felon back with another one for you. Got a few more questions here. What was the scariest moment I experienced while locked up? That's a good one. Scariest moment was the first day walking in. Like I said, I had a bunkie who was in there on a sex crime, and I had automatically got labeled as that until somebody did my DOC number check. I had the people on the outside check my DOC number because there's people in there who that's what they do. That's what they prey on. They're like, okay, I'm gonna run his DOC number, see what he's in here for. If he's in here for a sex crime, we can extort him. We can take his shit. If he's in here for any kind of crime that they don't like, which is usually sex crimes, they memorize your DOC number, and then they have their people on the outside run a check. They'll call their people up, be like, run DOC number, blah blah blah, and then they'll come right back and tell you what it is. So that was my first day. I got put in with the bunkie who had a sex crime. After he went to work, he worked in the kitchen. I had a bunch of people, a gang. They came in there and they asked me what I was doing there for this, blah, blah, blah. Luckily, one guy came up after about 3 minutes of them in there asking me questions, trying to get me to trip up and say something wrong. But I told him, I already know, look, I ain't here for shit. I'm here for a burglary and that's that. I got my paperwork. Well, one guy walked up and was like, I already ran him. He's good. He's here for burglary. What'd you do? Rob a Mayflower truck? I said, no. Another scary time, I had some guys run up in my room to take my shit. Because I used to come in with $50. $50 in commissary is quite a bit, guys. If you're buying $50 in commissary, every commissary, that's like 2-3 big bags of shit, depending on what you buy with that $50. So you're carrying a big trash bag over your shoulder, and it's a big clear trash bag on top of it, so everybody can see what's in it. It's money. Yep. When they see a bag, they see a bag of money. Because in prison, food and commissary is money. So I seen them eyeballing me. They kept eyeballing me. I already knew something was up. I had come in. I had a bunkie. A bunkie was cool, but he got released that night. So I knew something was up. These people kept eyeballing me all day, walking by my cell, looking in and shit. I knew something was up. So what I did, I went ahead and hid my shit. Bought a bunch of smoke to smoke. Then I hid soups and sausages up on the side of the bed, because you got your bunk bed up against the wall about that much. So I stuck my cheeses, my sausages, my soups and shit, stuck some in there, stuck some up underneath my blanket, folded my blanket up, put it in between it. And they came in. To take my shit. Big ass motherfuckers too. It wasn't shit I could do. People could sit here and, play quarterback from fucking never being in jail or prison. But I tell you what, when you're a 5'8" guy, 120 pounds, and you got a motherfucker that's 6'9", 250, 300 pounds, and there's two of them and then a couple other guys that's a decent size standing outside the door, and they come in to take your shit, what are you going to do? Honestly, what are you going to do? I told them, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They was like, hey, you know what time it is? Yeah, I know what time it is, but I ain't got shit. So they looked around and they felt like they looked dumbfounded. Like, where the fuck did all this shit go? Well, I had already done smoked it up. I done bought smoke. I knew that they was going to get me. It's not hard to tell when something's up in prison. You get this instinct. It must be a survival instinct or something, but you get this instinct. You can tell when people's acting funny, huddled up over there in the corner talking, glancing their eyes over towards you and shit. You got a feeling. Sure enough, it was about to be the lockdown for jail check, and soon, right before my door closed, I seen these big black hands holding my door. They come in 3 deep, 2 outside the door, and they was like, you know what time it is? So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I ain't got shit for you. And they looked around and they found like 2 soups that I left in my box, because you got a tote in prison. You have a tote you keep your shit in. So I left a little bit of shit in my tote. Let them, all right, you can take 10 soups. I mean, what's that, $3? Go ahead, take them. I mean, shit. I ain't gonna get my jaws broke for it. I'll tell you that right now. And I had a court date coming up. I already done been sentenced to a modification after I complete the program. So I completed the program, and I had a court date coming up for my modification. So I wasn't trying to do anything. I wasn't trying to get hurt, and I wasn't trying to fuck up my time. So what I did was take it. Here's my shit. There's 10 soups there. Go ahead, take it. And in the long run, I'm glad I did, because they did it to another guy who was probably twice my size, and he fought him. He fought for his shit. Not me. Nope. Not that close to going home. I was just waiting to go back to court and get interviewed for my house arrest. So I was like, nah, hell no. Plus, I couldn't do shit. I don't give a fuck how bad you think you are. If you're only 5'8" and you're 130 pounds and you got two motherfuckers in there that's 300 pounds and they're fucking 6'8", 6'9", you ain't doing, I'm telling you, you ain't doing shit. You're going to get your ass whipped. That's what you're going to do. But I told him, there it is, take it. Shit, I ain't got no shame in it. And my pride ain't hurt from it. I did the smart thing is what I did. But the guy who didn't give him his shit, that motherfucker came out looking like Elephant Man. I seen them come out of his room, and then next thing you know, that dude's getting called, going down to the nurse, medical. He's going to medical. The whole side of his face swelled shut. His eyeballs swelled shut. His fucking mouth and jaw all swelled up. Black and blue, blood all over his face. They fucked him up. And that's some bullshit, because it was an old man. He was probably in his 50s, 60s. I mean, you gotta think, dude, like, why you gotta fuck somebody up that bad? But people in prison, they don't care. These are like grimy ass motherfuckers. These are the grimy of the grimiest in there. Not everybody in there is grimy, though. I'll tell you that right now. But you know, when you see the grimy, you know who the fuck is the grimy ones. And these motherfuckers was grimy as fuck. But they fucked him up. They made him look like an Elephant Man. So I can only imagine what they would have did to me. I probably would have lost teeth and shit. But yeah, I ain't got no shame in admitting it. Fuck that. Say what you want to say. Until you're in them shoes, you don't know what to do. But yeah, that's probably the scariest moment. Because it was either, damn, do I fucking stand my ground and fight these motherfuckers? Or do I fucking just give it to them? You know what? Here, take it. There it is. It's in my tote. Grab them 12 soups, 10 soups, whatever it was. Ain't hurting me none. I'm still going home here in the next week. Shit. And the reason I didn't want to fuck up any kind of way is because my judge was big on having a good record in prison. If I would have went there with a write-up afterwards, or I would have went to court swelled the fuck up and all ugly and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not only that, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. What the fuck you gonna do? You can't whoop 3 motherfuckers that's twice your size. You just can't do it. Unless you're a motherfucking some kind of a ninja or something, you ain't doing it. Not especially in a confined space. A cell ain't that big. When you're locked in there with 3 motherfuckers in yourself, there ain't nowhere to go but into one of them motherfuckers. But yeah, that was the scariest time. There's another time I went to solitary confinement for actually fighting. There was a one-on-one fight that I actually fought. One I had a chance to win. You know, I knew I had a chance there. So, and I hadn't been to court yet. So, but yeah, that's another one that's a whole nother video on that one. I'll talk about what led me up to solitary confinement, how it happened, why it happened. But if you guys would, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Till the next video, that's all I got for you. So, see ya.